Hello and welcome, I'm the Tan Man, and this is a Tug-of-War narrative, more or less a narrative campaign. The setting, it is between me as Chaos and the Slam Dunk, or HaggisGameTatties as the Empire. Now, I will have his channel in the description below, so go check him out. He is doing many different campaigns for beginning of the end times. And now the setting for this tug-of-war battle is a unaccounted chaos incursion. This is after Sigmar had died or risen to godhood, whatever happened, but before the beginning of the end times, before Archaon. So this was unaccounted because of all Empire forces that did survive the battles. They were hunted down in later years by certain witch hunters who had begun to fear that just by fighting chaos that they would be tainted by it. So the soldiers were eventually murdered and killed and all sorts of fun stuff. So what happened was a group of daemons were spotted outside Altdorf. So the Empire created a hastily built army to go combat it. So this is the Empire army: 2 dismounted Reichsguard with halberds, 1 Hellstorm rocket battery, as you see it's currently firing, 1 Bright Wizards, 5 Empire halberdiers, 4 handgunners, 2 Reichsguard, very beautiful, 1 Master engineers with repeater handguns, and 2 pistoliers. And when they reached the spot where the demons were last seen, they encountered 6 units of Nurglings, 2 Horrors of Tzeentch, 2 Daemonites of Slaanesh, 1 Mounted Daemonites, 2 Plague Bearers, and 2 Bloodletters of Khorne. And so the Empire, seeing as they had the height advantage and saw that there was a possibility they would not be escaping from this, took the higher position and started to fire down onto the Daemon horde. So let us see what happens. So the Hellstorm rocket battery is fired. It's fired at these Nurglings, but more important, these mounted Daemonites. I think they get a few hits on the Daemonites, but thankfully I have my Nurglings up front to hopefully take the brunt of it all. A few Daemonites are killed, but Chaos, seeing that the Hellstorm rocket battery and the Bright Wizards could do a lot of damage, ran up to try to kill the Bright Wizards and the Hellstorm rocket battery. Unfortunately, the Bright Wizards were caught out and slain. But Daemonites, knowing that there was no chance of surviving against halberdiers, decided to charge into the Hellstorm rocket battery. They unfortunately got stuck on many spikes that were up front. So they thankfully destroyed the Hellstorm rocket battery and most of the Bright Wizards. So now they're moving around as the Empire moves around their own forces. The Empire had 2 pistoliers hidden behind the daemons, and the daemons did not notice. So they are now firing into the back of the daemons, but the Empire, before they could lose a whole lot, of men to the horrors send their Reichsguard around to charge the unprotected horrors of Zeech. And we will look at this charge right here. The horrors were horribly unprotected, and that led to their destruction, eventual destruction. A few of Reichsguard were killed, but not enough. So I have my daemons going and charging, my bloodletters around the left side along with my plague bearers. Now they are going to engage these Empire halberdiers while my huge line of Nurglings are fighting along the middle. My mounted daemonites are not really doing much, although they do charge the remaining 3 bright wizards and murder them. So now those quite expensive bright wizards were destroyed. Mounted daemonites now charge into, well, the remaining daemonites charge into the Reichsguard knights, but it is a battle that they are doomed to lose, as there's also handgunners firing into their flanks. The line is being held, as Nurglings are not the best of fighters, but there's a lot of them and they will not rout, so they can do something. My daemonites of Slaanesh are chewing through their halberdiers, although the halberdiers are doing a lot of damage. These daemonites of Slaanesh are fighting these Empire halberdiers, but they're being shot in the back by both normal handgunners, master engineers with repeater handguns, and being shot and being charged by Reichsguard knights. All my remaining daemonites were destroyed, although I did kill 20 Reichsguard knights with the remaining 17, so that was a plus. We destroyed the Empire halberdiers on this side, and so I charged some free bloodletters into these handgunners to hopefully stop them from firing. Charged my plague bearers into the back of these Empire halberdiers. Oh, I did have some mounted daemonites left, so I charged them into the pistoliers, but most of them had died before reaching them, and now the remaining mounted daemonite will lose this battle, although it will kill quite a few pistoliers, as pistoliers are not good in melee combat, but there's just way too many for a single mounted daemonite to do much damage. The other unit of Empire halberdiers were also destroyed, so now the bloodletters are trying to find much blood and perhaps killing these Reichsguard or pistoliers. These plague bearers are also going around. This flank of the Empire has fallen to the might of the daemons, although this flank the Empire are strong and absolutely wrecked the daemons that were there, that I had sent over there. I should have been a little, much smarter, first of all, with my daemonites, in not getting them all stuck on spikes, and also with probably protecting my horrors of Zeech a lot more than I did. These handgunners are shooting these plague bearers, but the plague bearers will get into combat with these handgunners. There's also these handgunners that are trying to do much, but they're not. They do have a good line of sight on me, although this unit of handgunners are dying very easily. As I said before, this flank has been destroyed. All that's left is this one unit of dismounted Reichsguard. Although there is this unit of dismounted Reichsguard fighting that has been fighting nothing but Nurglings, therefore not many of them have died. Although many halberdiers have died on this side, and it's just a few scattered remains of halberdiers fighting some Damonites and some Nurglings, although the Daemons are being shot to pieces by the handgunners and master engineers with rifles. These plague bears are going to be did break the handgunners, but are trying to reach either the Reiksguard knights or the master engineers with repeater handguns. But the plague bears get into combat with the Reiksguard. They hope to defeat these Reiksguard, but they have put themselves in a position where they will be shot to pieces by the handgunners and the master engineers with repeater handguns. So that is not good. While they could defeat the Reiksguard Knights in one-on-one combat, the plague bears are going to get torn to shreds by the incoming missile fire. These pistoleers have gone over to these bloodletters and are just firing continuous fire into their ranks. Bloodletters are trying to reach the pistoleers, although they were stopped by this unit of Empire Halberdiers that came back from routing. These plague bears are these plague bears are fighting these dismounted Reiksguard and losing more or less. Also, one of my units of bloodletters were destroyed. I actually do not know where. It wasn't here. Where was it? It was over here. I had sent some bloodletters over here, and they were destroyed by Reiksguard, by continuous Reiksguard charges, although many Reiksguard were also destroyed. And now these bloodletters are destroying these few last Reiksguard knights of this unit, at least, although they're still pistoleers, and there's still these 9 Reiksguard knights, and their general is still alive. While my general is dead, although that does not matter as, well, Daemons cannot flee. Now, these bloodletters are going to do a lot of damage to the pistoleers, but there's just so many pistoleers, and they can count cycle charge, although again, so many will die, but then there's so many handgunners that are left remaining that can just tear through the health of the bloodletters and absolutely destroy them. Over on this side, the Empire has surrounded the remaining Daemonite forces on this side. This Nurgling, its little old self, decided to try to charge the master engineers with repeater handguns, but was shot down by these handgunners. My Nurglings got wrecked in this battle. They were supposed to hold the line while the rest of my forces flanked around, but my flanking forces were destroyed by the continuous Reiksguard charges and the Pistolaire charges, and the fact that my mounted Daemonites went in there without any form of help was not a good thing. So now the rest of my Daemons are in a position that they cannot really be affected by the Empire's handgunners, and so, but they are surrounded, and they're fighting 2 units of Reiksguard. However, 1 unit of Reiksguard is nearly dead. They were decimated by the Plague Bearers, because even though the Plague Bearers don't have a lot of soldiers left, they are still good infantry, although it is clear who is the winner of this incursion. So now, what happens after this, once the final few Daemons fall, the surviving Daemons retreat back into the forest, where they try to ally with Beastmen forces in the forest, although now, allying with Beastmen is, well, Daemons allying with anybody or Beastmen's allying with anybody is quite strange to think about, but both are Chaos forces, fully fledged Chaos forces. So the Daemons, thinking that at least they could subjugate the Beastmen, decide to go into the forest. Wow, that Nurgling just got really tall. And so the Empire forces have kept this field of battle, and they have won. They have defended against the Chaos. Well, they took out the rest of the remaining forces ran into the forest, and that is where the next battle will start. So yes, so go check out HaggisGameTatties on his channel, his version of it. I will have once he uploads it, I will have a description to both that video and his channel in the description of this video. So I hope you have enjoyed. I will see you next time, and goodbye.